show you. You know what? I got so much stuff to show you guys. I put the fenders on there. Yep, those are cable ties. I bent these in. I haven't ridden it since I actually like pushed them down in there. That's how you have to do things sometimes, you know, seriously. Yeah, it looks so much better with a little bit more balance. A little bit of chrome in the front and back now. Now I probably won't strip it all down. I'm gonna actually fix this so it doesn't rub the tire. That would be great. You guys probably didn't see this. It looks fine. It's just not fine because we lost the nut. So I have to get this space taken out so that I can put a lock. I mean, this one has a lock washer, but this other side did not. And it's not good not to do that. I don't really like to use thread locker. Seen that. Oh, I mean, yeah, I like totally stole this chair from my parents. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna pin these nuts or whatever. Now Loctite. And this thing just had a hole in it. It's actually from this when I took out the governor. Some thing I pulled out of the governor and I stuck in here, and is like a weird thing, and I just filled this in the entire thing, so it's like a solid bolt. It had broke on the end. It was like a hollow looking bolt thing, but I seriously filled that whole thing with JB Weld, and it fixed the problem. I mean, I don't know, this thing was vibrating so bad, and now it's seriously smooth. And I'll show you how fast it goes. Oh yeah, man, it's smooth. It's smooth now. That's just a video. It's actually moving like really fast right now. What the heck? Okay. There we go. I can't hold the brakes at the same time. I'll just have to switch the video. Or I mean, switch hands. Whoa! Good thing it's got torque on both. This is so sketchy though, it's so dangerous. Get a better grip. Not like my other bike, that's for sure. But it's alright. I just switch hands did the brakes. But it's got great brakes. That's it, guys. I can't ride. That's good, man. This thing is fun. Really, way more fun. It's so torquey now. Before it was just kind of like a when you're trying to start up, and now it's just like the only thing I was worried about, of course. But it seems to not do any damage at all. It's pretty sick. I'll fix it. But holding on with both hands, I got it up to 39, and it gets up there in probably like 10 seconds. That's not bad at all. It's not bad. It's hella fun. It's fun. It's funner than a four-wheeler. It's really quick because it's so light. Seriously fun. I didn't tighten this nut down originally, and I went around a corner and my wheel actually fell off on one side and bent like this much, and I had to like heat it up and hammer the crap out of it, so it's not straight anymore, but I'm getting some new suspension forks for it. The brakes are actually pretty dang good, but it has dual brakes and they're hydraulics too. Hydraulic motorcycle brakes on it. I'm sure I could fabricate some up, but I think those forks are so nice looking. It'll really complete the bike, you know, because it wasn't a cheap bike. This is a $900 frame right now, and the quality is super good. Really good quality parts. Really good. It's like you saw that axle, man. Oh, you didn't see, but I was trying to drill through this axle for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I should have just put some oil on it, which I eventually did. I got this side through, but then I came and put oil it, you know, and my buddy is always there like the whole time. Just not really commenting anything, just watching me make mistakes. I've never done a lot of machining. I've done fabrication, but not a lot of machining. But yeah, when I was just putting that fender on the back, there's so many parts, and there's 2 chains, you know, on the back too. I had to take that off and put it back on like so many times because I'd be like missing bolt. Oh yeah, I forgot to move my rack up to the right spot. Oh, I forgot to bolt it on the other side when I moved it. I had to take that thing off and put it back on so many times, and he had left and went to talk to the neighbor, and literally when I finally was like done, I was like putting the last thing on it. I was like showing him. He was like walking down the road. I was like, dude, look what I'm doing. I'm like holding the bike up like in my legs and my arms, and like using the end of my arms. Like I moved this from where the heck? Oh yeah, it was over here in this gap, and then I moved it up here, and I was like, no, I need to move it back here because it's a little lower, and I want it to be kind of flatter. But this is good. It used to wobble, and now it's like everything's super solid, lined up. This is of course bolted on where it's supposed to be, and it's perfect spacing on here. You know, I didn't have the right good area to mount it on here. I bet it, because I actually put it on here. It'll be fine. I think it looks kind of cool like that. It looks kind of cool because you already have stuff in the way. Nobody's gonna notice that much, that much. But I need to I need to polish it up really bad. I don't know if I want to put that gas tank on. I like it. This, it's good. Oops, I forgot to get my bike. Hope it's still there. Alright. She really wanted to go. I'm gonna have to make a sidecar. I'm gonna have to make her a bike next, so she can ride next to me and not behind me, because my other dogs didn't really like that before. Oh. Yep, and I trained her not to go anywhere. Phoebe! She won't go anywhere, really. She's good. Her training has been basically completed. My dog is awesome. Phoebe! Still, you know, you don't want to... You always watch your dog. Always. Hey! Hey! Watch out! Sorry. Get back here. She's not a nuisance. She listens. It takes a long time. You gotta train them when they're young. And now, like, since I'm always on her, you know, always talking to her, she knows what I'm saying all the time, but it's you have to just repetition before they start, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. You have to reinforce it. And I do not like this basket. It's so ugly. This bike's so ugly now. Without those fenders, this bike's done. It's time to move on. So I love this bike. This thing's all kinds of fun, but it's done. She's still standing there. This bike needs some new see the wiggle? It's hard to see it. That's toast. I mean, it just probably needs to be tightened. But that's not a big deal. Yeah, it kind of is. Once it gets loose, it seems like it'd be a bad thing. And I'm sure it is. I spent a lot of time on these bikes. A lot of time. Seriously. They're seriously fun though. Okay, but I think I'll take this one for a last ride, since it's no more sketchy than this one with one hand. It's actually way more dangerous, and the reason I want suspension is when you hit a bump, you know, your tire is gonna go up in the air, and you're gonna lose, you know, because they're fat tires, they tend to bounce, and when you hit a bump, it goes up in the air and you're gonna lose control. Come on, Phoebe. Come on. Put my hard hat back on. I'll just run out of the driveway. It's fun. Lift it up in the back. Oh yeah. I gotta. Hold on a second. I wish you guys could see how to put the stand up. It's pretty cool. I'll try to show it. I can't wait to try this bike. So I really just go like this, and then grab with one hand, lift it up on the back. Come on. Turn on my fuel. And I need to put some duct tape around that. I've got a switch so nobody knows how to turn it on. Is that me? Phoebe, come on. This is not gonna work. If I go running, she's gonna run after me. Come on. Go in there. Go in there. Hey, get in there. Come on, get in there. If I'm not nice to her, she won't listen. And I never get like, I'm always talking my nice voice to her. Come on, you go in there. It's too hot. It's too hot. Bye bye. I'll be right back. I kind of fixed the alignment. This was bent really bad. Obviously, I screwed up. It's hard to see, but it was off so bad. And the alignment on this thing, okay, is like a little bit too. It's about a 1/4 inch off on this side. You can't tell. This one is off quite a bit more. I just like to show you guys that for fun, because there's nothing wrong with it. They're on here so tight, and double nutted. Just kidding. You can inspect things, okay? It's fine. Even if some of the see, I double nut them like this on the mounts. That was always how they were. The top ones are good. These are way better mounts, so you don't have to worry about it so hard. And since this is a 2-stroke, that's kind of what you have to do. It's got a better carb, so it's got a lock on it. You have to lock it, and then hold the throttle wide open for a bit. Unless you have like a plunger, pumping fuel, a little primer. It's going to take a long time because it's in fact, no, I'm not, man. These things are so efficient. Crazy efficient. There's it on there. There it goes. Crap. So to take the car block off, well, it's got to warm up. This is idling with that lock on, and take the lock off. You got to give it a good twist. It's kind of hard because I need to put some glue in here. I must have took the car. Yeah, the lock came off. So now, I'm gonna do this. As soon as you take that lock off, That was so bad. That was that was so fun, but not because I'm scared out of my mind. So it should be warm now. I'm gonna wait for this car to move. It should be plenty warm, but there it goes. There's the lock. Yeah, it's definitely not as quick on the up. Once it hits its power band, just a little update video. Yeah, guys. Wear gloves. I've had to wait like a week and a half. I got like 13 blisters on my hands, and then they turn into, that's the problem, man. They turn into scabs. You gotta slowly work up your hands. It's been a while since I did any work outside, but I got a lot more to go. I realized I could make a whole nother row over here, easy. Look how many freaking cherry tomatoes we got. I'm gonna make more kale, potatoes, cherry tomatoes, and bacon, and ranch. Oh my gosh, that is the best. I'm a huge fan of cold salads. Look at, this stuff used to be getting a little crispy. We got freaking stuff for days that I'm getting now. Everything was barely surviving in just a little shade. Got 1, 2. I don't know why we have 3 of everything. This one's actually a good size. I bet there's more. Oh. Here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Look, I'll count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watermelons. 1. What is a little 1, 2, 3? There's 3 of them. There's a whole nother watermelon plant. But yeah, I gotta. This one should be getting more shade. Yeah, this is just a little update video. My car, guys, it's gonna be $4,000 to fix the water pump. Got a new hat. The water pump on the Flexes. So I took the Flex in because I thought I found the leak in the radiator finally. I was like, oh, there it is. And this, I guess it's not. But I had bought a new fan because the fan looked like it was missing a heat shield on like the, I guess there's 2 fans in your radiator. One of them's for the air conditioner. I didn't know that. I went to go get my car because I said I got the fan that and I need the car. I need to check that it fits on the radiator because it's an aftermarket part. But I said, another AutoZone said that they had an original OEM, original made, whatever, original manufactured something part. So I was like, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna get this one. And they're like, it's not even your radiator, it's your water pump. And I was like, oh crap, because I knew the water pump on the Flexes is like the hardest part to get to, and they charge you like $3,000. They're like, it's gonna cost $2,000 to $3,000. I was like, so what do you need? What do you need to start going? I can go to my bank and put something down. And they said $1,500. I said, okay, I'll go get it. I come back and they said it was gonna be $3,000 to $4,000. You know what? I should have just got my car and modified it so that there's an external water pump. I mean, I have my bikes if I need to go anywhere. I would probably need a TIG welder though, again. And it probably wouldn't last as long as you know, the already made parts, but they seem to be faulty on those Fords, or it's the first thing that goes out, and my car has over 100,000 miles. So I went out instead, like everybody at this shop. I love the shop, so I didn't care because they all have these like dogs. So I went out and got Bones. I was like, they have nothing to chew on. I brought my dog back with me. Because I originally, when I went over there to get my car, I rode my nephew's scooter up the road to get it. And I was like, okay, I'll just need a ride like to the bank. And I was like, nah, just take me home. I'll show you guys. I'll come back with my dog. I'll bring her. They'd never seen Phoebe, and her name's now Finky. I like Finky better. So she did really good in the shop, and so I went and got Bones. I'm like, I'm just gonna ask for a job, so that later I can put propane on my car, because now they're making 60% ethanol. What happened to the promises that we'd get like incentives for electric vehicles? And then I finally just heard, like in Texas, like a couple days ago, they got $31 billion to put charging stations on the highways. I'm like, well, that's good for people not sitting in the heat if they run out of battery. I'm like, wow, finally, you actually do something. But it's Texas, it's not. Everybody's all about the federal government, my friend was saying. And the one thing I did get out of, there's not a lot of people around here to hang out with, but he was cool, and he's like, stop saying politics. And I'm like, you're right, because it's more like personal philosophies, what I'm talking about is not really politics, okay? I don't want to get political because it just like turns people off anyway, and I'm one of them. I don't like politics. I don't like any of it. I'm one of the people that just if I watch the news, it's Reuters. You know what I mean? I know what's going on. Besides that, my news is like social media, in the comments. I like how people can synthesize information, and that's what people need to do. And we need to go back to simpler things, just like this.